I'm getting married today to a wonderful man. All my friends are here, my family is here. It's a wonderful day. I actually picked this weekend because August 5th will be the 10th anniversary of my breast cancer diagnosis and treatment. My name is Kathy King. I have 2 children. My oldest is Jennifer King. She is 29. My second daughter, Kelly, is 27. When I got diagnosed, it was 10 years ago. I've never been a smoker. I've never been overweight.
She generally was a healthy person. She didn't drink a lot. She doesn't smoke.
Gone to my doctor's office, and he found a pea-sized lump in my left breast.
And didn't think it was anything. He figured it was 99% sure that it was nothing.
He said to me, 99.9% of the time it's benign.
But they had to investigate, check it out.
And I kept calling the office, and they would say, we can't give you the news. Only a doctor can give you the news. And I said, well, that can't be good. And I said, I've got to know what's going on. I was actually driving across the Walt Whitman Bridge with my 2 daughters in the car. It was pouring rain. It was a miserable night. It was almost like a scene from a movie.
And that's when she got the phone call. In my head, I knew it wasn't anything good.
It was surreal. It was kind of an out-of-body experience, I'd say. Like it wasn't happening to me. It's hard to explain. My world just changed from that day forward.
When we had reached the end of the bridge, she had gotten off the phone and just was in utter shock. At the time, she was trying to hold back tears.
And I heard those infamous words.
And she said, I have breast cancer. She didn't know how to explain it. We didn't know any answers. We just had tons of questions.
Kathy called me to let me know, both before she was sure that it was cancer and then after she found out that it was definitely cancer. I honestly didn't even know how to react, didn't know how to help her.
I actually did my radiation treatments first, and I worked 6 to 2:30 so that I could be at my treatments at 3.
I was afraid for her, whatever she would have to go through.
And the doctor had explained to me, you'll feel tired. He said, you'll feel so tired like you've never felt before, and your whole body will just have to sleep immediately.
She would feel very nauseous, and she couldn't get out of bed for a couple of days sometimes. So I would do the chores and cook dinner and just make sure the house was upkept as best as I could.
This really forced her to grow up overnight.
Kelly was really the one who helped her through this.
My friends were more concerned with, going to prom and figuring out schools, and for me, it was making sure my mom was okay.
She was unbelievable. She was my rock.
Kelly was really the one that was there for her all the time.
We actually switched roles. She became the mom, and I became the child. I leaned on her. And my best friend Donna, who I've known for 3rd grade, who's going to be a bridesmaid in my wedding next week, she called me and she said, do you need anything? And I said, some dinners would be nice. And she said, you've got it.
She is very independent, and Kathy very rarely asks anyone for help.
My friend said, was that hard to do? And then after that, it kind of became a little easier.
Looking back, I'm not even sure how I helped her, but I hope that in some way I did.
I don't know what I'd do without her.
Last summer, she asked me to go out to dinner with her, and she handed me a card. The card itself almost made me cry. It was a beautiful card about friendship, and when I got to the end, she had handwritten, will you be my bridesmaid? Kathy has a million friends. She just has so many friends that she would ask me. I was very honored.
I've learned a lot of different things. I've learned a lot about myself, and I would think since my diagnosis that I really listened to my body. When I first shopped for a wig, I went to a hairdresser, a local hairdresser, and I said, the woman, I'm here to look for a wig. And she said, oh, do you want to be a redhead? Do you want to be a brunette? Or do you want the same color hair that you have now, just straight and not curly? And I said, no, I'm going to go through chemo and I won't have any hair. So I want you to match what I have now. And she said, oh, I'll be right back. She went up to the counter and she started whispering to the other girl, and she said, she's going to have cancer, she's going to chemo. And they all turned around and they looked at me and they had this certain look on their face. And that was the first time that I had the look.
Charm for Life is sponsored without interruption by Hope Pages Medical ID Marketplace, who shares your commitment to living well and broadening awareness. Click here to see some more of Kathy's story. Watch and feel charmed.